Hello. Can everyone hear me? Hooray, I did not screw everything up. Yet. Hello everyone! Fence, how you doing? Shiro, how you doing? Mizu, how you doing? Yes, we are in the cockpit already, as we will be multiple times. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. I'm Sweet Bird. And yeah, this is the first stream. I have no idea what I'm doing anymore. It has been a while for a lot of you, and for some of you, maybe it is even the first time. So let me know, is the volume okay, the music compared to my voice? I think I did it right, but it's a lot harder to tell when you're actually doing things. Fence, I'm sorry to hear you're very sick. Hopefully you get over it. Especially since today is January 1st, which means I don't know if it's a good thing that you're starting off sick. Music may be a touch loud. Okay, luckily I can fix that very easily. Let's move that down there. Is that a little bit better? Ooh, I just noticed Twitch has added drag to moderate. That's very scary. Because I could just accidentally ban you just by swiping. I can only delete, but... Oh. Oh, no, never mind. I can ban you. Yeah, if I just keep dragging. It goes to ban. That's cool. I'm sure, you know, that would be fun if you had a touchscreen monitor. You just tap someone and throw them off the ship. Anyway. Hello, everyone. As you can probably see, there's a couple little feet dangling from the top there. So if you didn't know, if you were in the Discord, or if, again, you're new, I am a VTuber. So we are going to start off by showing you the feet, as VTubers do, apparently. I don't know. I don't understand it, but there's the feet. It's kind of hard to see against the top of the cockpit there, but you know, maybe that's why cockpits are dark. They don't want people to see the pilot's feet. But let's go a little bit further down. I get to see the legs. Oh, and some hands. I don't know. I don't think there's much to see here. Also, you might see a little bit of a red outline. Don't worry, that's gonna be gone next stream. You'll see why in a couple minutes, but I have to do the chroma key in red for today. But for the future, it will be fine. We're gonna move down a little bit more. We got the whole suit there. If I move around, you can see I got some nice pattern going on. Now, one thing I want to say is this is actually like a pattern of suit that I own. So maybe one day, if we get to see an IRL stream of Speedbird, maybe you get to see that suit. It doesn't have the stripes or anything or the golden buttons, but it's got this pattern, and that's all that matters, right? All right, who's ready? Who's ready for me to hate myself and reveal the head that I made for this dumb little pixel model that I want to improve every single day? But I'm like, no, I gotta get something done now. Don't delay any further. Yes, it is exactly like Chowder. I don't know. Do I hate mirrors? I do hate mirrors. I do not like looking at myself. Don't like having pictures of myself. Don't like anything like that. I don't even like listening to my voice. So listening back to this and uploading it to YouTube is going to be just wonderful. But yeah, if you guys were on twitter.com and looking at my posts, which I don't think any of you did because you guys are in the Discord, um but I did post some hints as to what the model would look like, and one of them was in fact Chowder. So I hope anyone coming in from that gets that hint. But anyway, let's not stall anymore. Let's get into the actual thing. Oh look, it's a whole dude. It's a whole guy. He doesn't. I need to work on the mouth a little bit. He doesn't. Why isn't he? Why aren't I? Oh, there we go. There we go. It's kind of working. I need to get it to work a little bit better. Hello. Ah. All right. Well, whatever. As long as it looks like I'm talking, I think that's good enough, right? Until now, yeah, like I am just talking and he's just like not doing anything. You were expecting a bird. Hey, hold on 1 second, Fence. We'll get there. We will get there. So, let me tell you a little bit about me. In fact, let me put myself in the pilot seat. Close enough. Okay. So I'm a pilot VTuber. Hi Half, how you doing? Welcome in. And yeah, I'm a pilot, and I'm also, well, we're gonna see everything that I'm based off of, but first let's go through a little bit about how this works. Can you please talk? Ah, okay, cool. Hey Andy, how you doing? We're dem birds. Look, I told you I will get there in a second. So, let me think. How do I do this? Well, first I can take off my clothes. So, got to get those thirst traps in. Gotta take off the suit and just wear the pilot shirt. But let's put that back on because we don't want to get anyone too excited here. Don't crush them with the plane. I don't know, man. Planes weigh a lot. What else can I do? I wish I had actually remembered what I set these toggles to, but I know I can take off my hat. So now you can see the bangs that are kind of shaped like a plane. I don't know if I want to recolor them or not, but that's how they are right now. Let's see. I can put that back on. It's a little shiny. Looks cool. What does this one do? Oh yeah, this one makes me cry. I love crying. That's what 2026 is all about, right, guys? It's just crying. And then if I do this one, it makes me, like, annoyed or shocked at whatever chat is saying. Hat and suit toggle redemption. I will do that. Like I was saying in chat before, Twitch, for whatever reason, told me that, at least in the like, link redeems to whatever thing, and I really need to get this mouth tracking fixed, that it was for partners and affiliates only, and that is not the case, it seems, so I will have to figure that out. And then this one is just the crying but without the tears. So I can be shocked but not be crying at the same time. As you can tell, my eyes, if you want to look at them, you can zoom in really far. They're based off a jet turbine. And I can make him do that. We getting affiliate fast? Hey, let's do it. Let's get affiliate fast. I think the minimum is 30 days, so we'll do that. Um, yeah, and I can show you the Speedbird emblem here. Hopefully I can get that a little more highly detailed in the next model, but we'll tell you about that in a little bit. What else can I do? Oh yeah, you all wanted the bird, right? So wait, hey, there he is. There's our cute little cat gull. They're right there. Everyone say hi to, I don't know what his name is. You guys can come up with a name for this little buddy. He's cute. I like him. He wiggles his ears. I think a little bit too much. I think I might have to turn down the physics settings on that one. Speed gull. Maybe. But let's get into the actual thing today. Now, I don't know. Let's keep him burb. Now, I don't know how many of you actually know what goes into animating one of these models, but if anyone here does know, then they're going to be very happy at what I have next. If I can do this. So, yeah, I'm just going to get into introduction and tell you all about myself, and hopefully this is set to the right page, because if not, actually, no, I can check real quick. Yeah, I'm going to go away for a second. Put myself there. All right. There we go. So, yeah, brought this up. This is there's a little glitch at the top left there. I'm not really sure what's going on with that one. Do I have to like sit up even further to get my mouth working? Maybe that's it. Maybe the camera is not seeing me, or maybe I just talk weird. I don't know. Anyway, there's a little bit of a glitch here. It was working in live 2D, but in here it's not working. So I don't know what's going on, and we're just gonna go with it. You all know I like speedruns, so we're just gonna say this is a glitch. It makes things faster, right? All right. And also I will say that this is not very accurate. The actual system on a plane is not green, it's white, and it doesn't flicker because pilots need to like see things clearly when there's stuff happening in their plane, blah blah blah. I like the effect. That's what we're going with. Okay. So let's go. We're going to start with the introduction, and again, I hope I put these in the right order. Hooray! So, usually with VTubers, we're going to do a little about me. For the age, you know, I'm based off a Boeing 777, and the first flight was on the 12th of June in 1994. So that's all you're going to get from that. And yes, I'm 60 feet and 8 inches, or 18.5 meters in height. 199 feet 11 inches in width, or 60.9 meters. And I have a massive 242 foot 73.9 meter length. Yeah, I can wink. And of course, with all that length, width, and height comes a mass of 160,000 kilograms. And that's dry weight, so that doesn't include any cargo, any people, anything like that. So add what you want. I don't know. My max speed is Mach 0.89. I don't know how fast that is in any reasonable units. I have 2 times a Rolls-Royce Trent 800s. Those are the things in my eyes. Enjoy them as they spin. And yeah, for pronouns, you guys can call me anything. I literally don't care. You know, obviously, we're all inclusive here, right? But for me specifically, I'm just like, whatever. It doesn't matter. Well, let's go on to the next one. Oh no, I can't. No, no, no. Right. Okay, now I know. I know that. This is the glitch that annoyed me the most because it's just kind of covering the first line of it, and it's annoying. But we're gonna go into what I like to do. Give me a second to get a drink. Yeah, my favorite thing in the world is video games. I like speedrunning. You all know that. I say it in my profile and everything. What specific types of games I like RPGs, mostly JRPGs, but you know, anything at this point. I like action adventure games, I like puzzle games, rhythm games, platformers. I don't know, I just like video games, man. Nothing I like more than a good video game. Next is weeb shit. I actually kind of I find it hilarious that you know that word is ended up being censored, but who knows why that happened, but we're not going to fix it. Yeah, I like Vocaloid, Hatsune Miku, Gumi, stuff like that. I like anime. I don't watch a lot of anime because I don't have time, but I do like it. And I like Japanese food, which is actually kind of ironic considering what you see in the second section down there. Um, the next one is nerd shit. Um, Big fan of space. Love space. Love talking about space. Love discovering things about space, physics, stuff like that. Technology. Um, yeah, I like knowing how things work. So like the speedrunning thing, just someone dissecting a game and being like, you know, this crazy shit happens. Then I like puzzles. I like jigsaw puzzles, I like 3D puzzles, and I like doing Lego sets. And then that last one, let's ignore that for now. You know, don't look at that one. We're just gonna move on to the second one, which is these are all my favorites. My favorite foods. You know, I said I like Japanese food, but I did not include a single Japanese thing here. So I will include sushi in that right now. But I also like tacos. I don't care if they're Mexican or, you know, Americano. They're all good. You know, I don't care. I don't care whether it's the ground beef or birria or I don't know. I don't think I've ever had al pastor, but I would try it. I would try it. I like soup. I like making soups. For breakfast, waffles are my favorite. I wish that they did not require specific equipment to make, but there you go. And yeah, as you can see there, Mizu is named after water, and Mizu likes water, and I also like water. It is my go-to drink. I do not really drink anything else that often, maybe like tea or coffee, but not I'm not like addicted to caffeine or anything. Favorite animals? I like cats. We have two cats here. Um their names are, what are they? Bella and the other one is called Rain, or everyone else calls her Meatball because she is fat. And I also like seagulls, as you may be able to tell due to this little buddy here. I do enjoy myself a little seagull, possibly with cat ears, but that's neither here nor there. Favorite colors? I like green, I like blue, purple's cool. Um, green has been my favorite color my whole life. Blue is just like green but different, and purple is, I don't know, it just looks good depending on the thing. My favorite game ever is Zelda Majora's Mask. I remember playing that in, I don't know what year though. Um, but like it was the first game that I bought with my own money. Um, Many years too late. It was definitely not in 2000, but yeah, it was the first game I bought with my own money, and it was very fun. My favorite anime, I don't really watch a lot of anime, like I said, but I did watch the entirety of Attack on Titan, and I'm gonna say that that is my favorite anime. And my favorite place is bed. I like bed. Sleep good. I hope you all like sleep as well. I think if I press this button, yeah, it goes back here. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So now we go on to dislikes, and I don't really like talking about dislikes. There's not a lot of things I dislike, but we'll go into it. This is another funny glitch I saw. It completely got rid of the first one, which is funny because it just says like terminally online weird people, which is ironic considering I myself am terminally online weird and a person. But I meant like a specific kind of person, as you can see here below, arguing for the sake of arguing, backseaters when they're not asked. I don't mind if like I help or if I ask someone to help me with a game, and they're like, "Oh, you should do this, or you should do that." But when someone's like, "Why aren't you doing this?" and it's like, "Why aren't you minding your own business?" And then the smug know-it-alls, people who I don't know, just don't be like that, and you'll be cool here. Generative AI. Yeah, I think we can mostly agree on this one. AI has its place in stuff like medicine and whatnot, but as an artist, as a content creator, it's kind of bad for us. So I'm gonna say no to that, and that's gonna be everywhere on not only this channel but in the Discord, on the hell site known as twitter.com. Unfortunately, they've already fallen. But yeah, speaking of which, the general state of the world right now kind of sucks. Kind of sucks, but we just keep going. We keep going. We watch anime girls and boys on the internet, and yeah. Now we go into my least favorite things. For foods, I don't really like cabbage. Never really liked it. I don't like sauerkraut. I don't like coleslaw. I don't like kimchi. I don't like anything made from cabbage. Tomatoes, it depends on what it is. So if the tomato is larger than like a small chunk, like in your average salsa, I don't like that. I can't eat a tomato slice. I can't just bite into a tomato. Um, but sauces made from tomatoes, tomato soup, um, like roasted or stewed tomatoes in a soup, that's good. I like that. And then pork. This is just kind of a personal thing. My family cannot cook pork, and I grew up like basically eating shoe leather pork and steak. And I was able to come around on steak after having a good steak in a restaurant and then being able to cook it myself. But pork is yeah, we're just gonna not go with that. Bacon, however, bacon is good. Animals. I love all animals. There are no animals that I do not like. I just included this category because I had it on the other one. Colors. I don't really like bright red, which is funny because I did mention we had a red screen instead of a green screen, and that's specifically for this menu, because if it was green, all this would be blank. So maybe I should have done something different there, but I don't care. But in general, yeah, I don't like bright red. A more subdued red is cool, but yay. Game, I don't like League of Legends. Yeah, that's all. We're just gonna leave it at that. And then anime Death Note after episode 25. Before that, best like one of the best animes ever made, but yeah, it kind of went downhill after spoiler happened. And then my least favorite place is being near a lot of people, and specifically in crowds. I enjoy living where there are people, like a city, but I do not like being with those people who are living there all at once. And yeah, that's that. Let's go back here. Now we're going to go into my plans for streaming. The first one is to fix this dang mouth tracking. It was working yesterday, and now it is not. So we're going to figure that one out. That first line says reaction content, so I'm going to be your average React Slop VTuber. Hooray! Don't we all love that? Please say yes, because that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, stuff like Maxor, Let's Game It Out, speedrunning, people who are like doing funny things with video games is gonna be the type of thing that I want to do. And then you know the people reacting to images and videos club, MK, Matt Rose, Vascal, people like that. That could be fun for a little once a week thing. Hopefully that's all. And then some science and nerd stuff. I told you guys I love space. I love technology. I'm gonna react to a lot of nerd stuff, so you all better like it. Other reacts, you know, not just ripping off other people's videos, please. We could go see some dumb subreddits, make fun of Redditors. We could do some tier lists. We could do some like Sporkle quizzes or something like that. I don't know. And I did have an idea of like going on Zillow or you know some other realty website and just like looking at funny houses. I don't know if that can happen because they kind of have it in their terms of service that you're not allowed to reproduce things, but you know, maybe something like that can can happen at some point. We'll find out. That sounds fun. Thank you, Shiro. I always try to have fun. Gaming streams are going to be a big thing here. I have missed many games in recent years, mostly due to work. So like I've played like an hour of Tears of the Kingdom. I have not played Elden Ring. That's been out for what, like 4 years now. Hitman, I did play most of the first one, like Hitman 2016, I think. But I have not played Hitman 2 or 3 at all, so I think going through the trilogy would be cool. Hollow Knight, I did not play that. I did not play Silk Song, of course, so that's going to be good. Rage games, I want to play Getting Over It. I feel like I feel like I could do well at that, despite my only experience being watching other people's play it. Things like Jump King. There was one with like skating or like going to work, something like that. I don't remember what it was called, but stuff like that. Games designed to make you mad. And then yapping. We like to yap. I like to yap. My job is to yap at people and have them spend money on me. So I would like to make that into a second job as well. Just an ungodly amount of yapping, man. Like you may be annoyed at the amount of yap. I love Yap City. Yes, we love Yap City here. Is it this number? It is this number. Cool. So now we go into stream goals. So these are things that I have not planned out yet, but something that I would like to do. So for content, again, there's a little glitch there, but we're just going to ignore those now. I'll do... Ooh, kitty cat. Psst. Sorry, my cat has come into my room and now I must pet her. I want to do like a little speedrunning podcast type thing where I talk to top runners or just anyone in the various communities and just kind of like talk to them, be like, hey, how do you like this game? What's cool about it? What advice do you have for people playing this game? Stuff like that. Um, I also might want to learn to sing. I don't know. I feel like I'm really bad at it, due to growing up in an environment that was not very, um, what's the word? Like if you tried something different, you were they would kind of be critical. Say, I guess like an overcritical environment. And then also how to play violin. I've been trying to do that for years, and maybe now is the time where I actually sit down and get my ass playing violin. I do want to eventually do IRL streams, maybe building puzzles or Lego sets. I think that would be fun. And then yeah, collab with friends, with other VTubers. We like VTubers here in this channel. For the model, I like I said, I like this model. I like what I've been able to do with the pixel art, but I want like a real full size model. And also like I've done all my art myself. Art, rigging, everything you see in the stream so far, other than the background of the cockpit, is is mine. Um, but yeah, I want to do like a full size model, lots of toggles, lots of expressions. This one has like 4 expressions. Like I said, I can make him cry, I can make him shocked, I can make him more shocked, and then regular. Yeah, just learn new techniques in art. Maybe we even do art streams. I don't know. And then for more meta stuff, let's reach funny numbers. So if you, I don't know if you can see below the stream right now, but my follower goal is 69, which is funny number. But you know, I'm not a huge like, oh, it's got to be a round number. I got to reach the next 1,000 followers or whatever. So we're gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, after that, let's get to affiliate. I think we can do it. Hey Lego, how you doing? That's my cousin, everyone. So say hi to Kazun. Yeah, let's get to affiliate. Congrats on moving picture thing. Man, just if only you knew how complicated this stuff was. Hi Wave. No, this is not the channel for Super Mario. This is the channel for, among other things, Super Mario. We will be doing Super Mario at some point. How you doing? Yeah, let's get to affiliate status. Let's get those several streams in a row where we get, I think it's 3 viewers. And then after 30 days, I think we can apply. And yeah, thank you guys for the follows as well. I think since we started, we had Skip, Mizu, Lego, and Wave. So thank you guys. I want to actually make the social media, you know, look nice. I think below the stream I have like nothing other than an empty throne account. And now Puppy is in the room, so now I have 2 animals in my room. Oh, I forgot to mention. Yeah, if it stops tracking me, it will do that. It'll make me go to sleep. Look at that. Ooh, I should make the gull go to sleep. But anyway, I'm getting lost. I'm getting lost. And yeah, I also I don't want to forego to tweet things. I want to be more active on, as bad as it is right now. I do want to be more active on the Hell site, so we'll do that. Yay. Now we go. Nope. Nope. Go to schedule. So, going forward, um, excuse me. My current schedule. So this is going to be very relevant to people on YouTube as well. Please come join, follow, and yeah. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I work during the week until about 7 p.m. Eastern. So I will probably be starting Tuesdays, Thursdays at 8. Obviously, this may be subject to change if I get out early or something, but I will let you guys know on Twitter and Discord. But then Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to start early. I'm going to start at 4. And Tuesdays and Thursdays are going to be more centered around that reaction content. I'm only going to have like a few hours to stream. So it'll probably be like 45 minutes to an hour of yapping. And then we watch a couple videos. And then I edit them over the next day or two. And then Saturdays and Sundays are going to be our gaming streams for the most part. Again, it may be more React, it may be more yapping, it may be whatever. But for the most part, I'm going to focus on getting games played. In about 3 months, though, I'm on training at my job, so my training schedule will be done. It is probably going to change. I will let you guys know. But if you want me to quit my job, just make me successful here, and I will appreciate you all very, very much. That one? Nope. There we go. You'd think I would have practiced this stuff, by the way, but whatever. All right, does anyone have any questions for me about streams, about anything related? What's my job? I sell cell phones to people, essentially. Same as before. Oh, right, I was doing that in the past life. Was I? I don't know. Anyway, you'll have an iPhone Air, please. Dude, I don't know if that's even worth it. Schedule starts ASAP. Yeah, that is a great question. Thank you for that. It probably will not be this weekend that I start, but probably next Tuesday. I have some things to take care of this weekend, getting my room ready for streaming. Right now, I do not have a door. It is sitting on the wall next to the door hole, but it is not set up. How often will there be gaming streams? Most likely it would just be the 2 days a week. Unless there's like a short game I can do on a weekday, it's most likely just going to be Saturday and Sunday. And Wave says, do you plan on eventually playing modern Nintendo games? Yeah, is Tears of the Kingdom not modern? I hope that's considered modern. It's only 3 years old. Will there be any community games you can join? Yeah, I might do some like Mario Kart or stuff like that. Most likely though, that will be like on the Discord. So yeah, look forward to that once I get the Discord already. These guys are already in the Discord, but for anyone else watching, I need to set it up. And yeah, it kind of looks ugly right now, so I'm not inviting any new people yet. But yeah, modern Nintendo games. I want to play Metroid. I want to play Mario Brothers Wonder. I want to play the Princess Peach game. I played the one on the DS. What was it called? Super Princess Peach. Can I pet the Cackle? First of all, why is Cackle out here? No, you can't, but that is definitely something I can set up now that I know it will actually work with Twitch Redeem. So we will do that. beware Discord purge incoming. Yes, if anyone is watching this from the Discord and is not set up for stream notifications, please set yourself up, because I will be kicking you. The only person here who doesn't need to do that is my cousin, because I know he will be here. Air Riders. I never played the original Air Riders, so I will have to look into the new one. Any other questions before we move on? Alright, I'm assuming no. So let's go to the outro. Yeah, as I said, as of the debut, all the channel art and rigging is done by me. Really the only thing that I took from Google is the background of the cockpit and of this specific screen here. Yeah, Discord will be set up shortly. I just need to work on it, do actual stuff. Other stuff coming up, Twitch improvements. Like I said, I want to set up everything with Twitch, channel points, stuff under the thing, emotes eventually. It's a lot. Do I have a Switch 2? I do have a Switch 2. So yeah, we have Donkey Kong Bonanza to play as well. Twitter improvements. I think that one's more on the people running Twitter to improve that, but you know. But yeah, actually like tweeting stuff and doing that. What is Twitter? I only know X. I love posting videos on X. I'm not gonna say the rest of that joke for this for this video, but I think you all know where that's going. Throne and donations. So if you guys want to throw money at me, buy stuff, I'm probably like the first thing I'm gonna put on the throne is stuff for the cat, because she needs to lose some dang weight. I'm gonna put like a cat wheel on there. And yeah, VTuber friends, please. Any VTubers who want to be friends, and you see this in some way, let me know. Probably on Twitter as of now, because again, I do not have the Discord set up. But yeah, that's pretty much all. We go back to our pilot's chair, and as we see the sun set, which it was doing before, just ignore that. Pretend it wasn't. I think we're going to call the stream here. And yeah, I think that was a fairly successful day. Thank you all for coming in. You're all cool, I think. I hope. No one I follow on is live. That's kind of sad. I can't even send you guys anywhere. I can check here. You know what? We'll save raids and stuff for later. But yeah, thank you all for going, and to anyone watching this on YouTube, whether it's today, tomorrow, in a year from now, these terms don't make any sense in a live context or not live context. Yeah, twitch.tv/speedbirdvt. Yeah, follow there, follow on YouTube, do all the things. Thank you very much. I will see you guys next Tuesday.